What's up, everybody? This is RF Mike, and today we are checking out the Asus Zen Watch. And we're not actually going over the watch itself. We are checking out the new software. Yes, this is running Android 5.1.1. As you can see, I have mine set for screen on. And if we pull down the notification shade, there is a look. I'm going to put this back on my wrist. There's your first look at the new notifications for priority, all that good stuff. If we scroll over one, you can see theater mode. It's been revamped. Oops. Brightness boost, which they changed it because it used to say daylight full brightness or something along those lines. And we'll go over again. Yes, I still have a launcher on here. And now we'll go over to settings. If we try scrolling over again, you can see our little animation for when you've hit the end. We'll go into settings. And you now have adjust brightness, which has always been there. Change watch face is your second one down now. And then after that, you can change the font size. And I think by default, the font went up by one size, because this is a little easier to see and read. The wrist gestures, I have that on. Bluetooth device. As you notice, it is missing Wi-Fi. And that's because the Asus Zen Watch, it is running a Qualcomm Snapdragon 400 chip, which has a built-in Wi-Fi module on it, but there is no antenna built in for Wi-Fi. So you cannot use this watch on Wi-Fi only without a phone. Bluetooth devices for if I was to pair any other Bluetooth devices, always on for the screen, airplane mode, accessibility, the new screen lock, which is a pattern for if you want to lock your watch. If you take it off, you don't want somebody else messing with it. Your factory reset, as you can see, that's been moved. Factory reset used to be way down here before the about screen, and now they moved it up. And this is only on the Asus Zen Watch that it might be this way. It might be like that on all of them on the settings, but the Asus Zen Watch, I noticed they've done some different things with it versus what you've seen on the LG Watch Urbane. The restart, power off, about, and then I have my developer options turned on. So when you go back, exit out. So now we are at my watch face, and if you want to scroll through your notifications with the wrist gestures on, you just flick your wrist forward, and as you can see, mine timed out, so we'll wake it up by tapping. Already came on, and then you flick your wrist forward. See if it'll even do it. There we go. Now it gives you the, it's pretty bright. There, gives you the info as we fling through cards. We can scroll down, go backwards. As you can see, it's just a light flick of the wrist to go backwards. You have to go all the way from counterclockwise to clockwise to scroll back. Do it one more time, and there should be a new notification, as you guys may have heard that vibration. And yes, there's a new Facebook notification, and as you can see, my wallpaper changed. I am using the Google Street Art as my watch wallpaper, and I'm using a digital clock instead of analog. You can do analog, digital, or obscure, I think it is. So when you have a new notification pop up, of course, it's always at the top of your card stack. Flip up one, and you can see I have a new notification. Flip it again. There's the new wallpaper. Again, shipping. This is really nice, especially for when your hands are full and you don't want to tap on the watch to wake it, to see what your new cards are. So you can see wrist gestures, I'm getting it down pretty well. And I've only had this update on my watch for maybe 3-4 hours. I got it this afternoon. It is Monday the 18th, and I got this right around 2 o'clock today. So other things that are different is, say we turn the watch over, we're not looking at it, bring it up. If you tap on the home screen or on your watch face now, just one tap, it now brings up this is Google's app drawer. So let's do that again just to show you. Tap once. You can see, I'm going to try to get this in the lighting. You can see we have a little icon for app drawer, people, and then your search. They all morph into your little dots again. So this is your new app drawer. It's the first thing that pops up. And of course your most used apps are going to be right here at the top, as you can see, where it kind of has that shading showing you what's your favorites there. And then it goes alphabetically from there. Scroll over one more, you have all your favorite contacts, what you've either starred or what you've liked. And then if we scroll over one more time, you can see you go right into your Google Now, your most recent things you've used it on. So exit out of that. Those are probably your biggest features, new features to Android Wear. I'm sure there are some other things I'm forgetting to mention. As for any new watch faces, I have not seen anything new in here that I haven't used already or tried out. And yeah, with each different watch you get, whether it's a Moto 360, an Asus Zen Watch, the LG G Watch Urbane, or the LG Watch Urbane, they all have some different faces to go with them because they want you to customize your watch faces. Like you can see here, if I go with Perfection, then I decide to take that as my watch face. Let's see if it'll change. There we go. I can now choose a different color theme straight from the watch. I was able to do this before the 5.1.1 update, and then if we let that go dark, put your hand over cover. Let's try it again. There we go. And now you can see when you were dark with the always on. If you don't want your card showing, you can see how the Facebook card shows. Flick your wrist down once more. Alright, so now that the card's gone, we cover it. There, now you have no card. And this also, that is the other thing with apps. When you have an app, right now I know the only one that supports this is the Google Keep. So say we go into Google Keep, and it loads up right here on the watch. You can see add a note right from the watch, or go over whatever notes I have on here. So say we'll go into my overtime note here that I did earlier during the week, and we let this time out on its own. So say this is a shopping list you're looking at, or something along those lines, and you want to be able to see it even without having to wake the watch. Once the watch goes to sleep, which it should here in a minute, depends on how long I have my timeout set for, we should still be able to read this in the background. There we go. As you can see there, I tilted my watch just enough for it to wake up. But as you saw, yeah, you can still read it blacked out in a black or white mode. So now I no longer have to flick through. That's probably my favorite thing is the wrist gestures. You no longer have to flick through with your finger. You can just use your wrist to go through all your notifications quite quickly. Goes through everything quite nicely. And right now, currently, the update for 5.1.1 is only on the LG Urbane, Watch Urbane, directly from when you get the watch. And then the Asus Zen Watch is the second watch to have it at the moment. So far, there are no other Android Wear devices that have gotten it at this very moment. I'm sure within the week we should see a few more watches getting it, such as the Sony Smartwatch 3, the Samsung Gear Live can definitely take advantage of it because it does have a Wi-Fi antenna built in, so it will be able to be used on Wi-Fi. And sadly enough, the Gear Live and the original LG G Watch are no longer available on the Google Store. So if you have those, hang on to them. Or if you need to get, you want to get another one of the basics, check out your local carrier, because I know AT&T and Verizon both carry the LG, or not the LG, yeah, the LG G Watch, and I know Verizon also carries the Samsung Gear Live. So if they have them, that might be your only place to get a hold of the older watches, the first gen vessels, you can say. Rather than that, next we are going to switch to the app, and I'll show you some things that are different in the application. So we'll be right back. What kind of watch you're running. You can see the material design flow there. I don't know if you guys have done this landscape mode, but you can see you get a whole shot of your watch, what kind of watch you have. And then when you slide up, you can see a more elongated view of your watch faces to choose from, your watch essential apps. And then here's what's new. So this is your new tips section. After you get your 5.1.1 update, it tells you right there, see what's new on Android Wear. Scroll with your wrist, quick views for apps, contacts, and actions. And then for when you want to jump into action with your watch apps, things you can do, more actions. If there's notifications and features you want to try out, that has been in the Wear app for a little while. So just to get a hang of all your Google Now cards and incoming phone calls. And then if you go to the top here, you want to pair a new device, a new watch. Let me get that to focus. Where it says new watch, and then Asus Zen Watch. Go into the actual watch settings. You can see that we are connected. We have calendar settings, block app notifications, mute notifications on the phone, and then the cloud sync, which is over Wi-Fi. As you can see, yes, I have mine on. Sync data between your phone and your watch over Wi-Fi. Data is stored in the cloud server. Turning off cloud will disable Wi-Fi on all your watches. So that's on all watches, not just your one watch. If you have multiple, 2 or 3 of them, it will wipe it between all of them. So that is pretty much it for the new features. Let's go ahead and click on scroll with your wrist and see what it shows us. It is linking us to the browser. Takes you straight to Android Wear, or straight to Android. But we're not going to wait for that to finish loading. We'll go back. Let's do quick view apps, contacts and actions, and same thing, takes us right back to the Wear in the android.com. So it takes you to the web browser and the Chrome browser and shows you what's going on there. Just because it could probably explain it better better length. So that is about it for this video on the Android 5.1.1 update on your Android Wear device. Hopefully you have either a LG Watch Urbane or a Moto 360 right now to be able to take advantage of these features. Or not Moto 360, Asus Zen Watch, my bad. Because as you can see, that is your best. That is one of the best things now, being able to flick through your cards. So, this is RF Mike. If you guys like this video, please remember to give it a thumbs up below, subscribe, leave any comments in the comment section below, and I will see you guys in the next one.